let's talk about another tiff that is coming up between Lil Maina and his producer called Kanzu, who they did the song together. It was the song Kishash Kwa Bash. Now, obviously, this is a big song. It was released in 2021. It blew up. We all did it. In fact, it became the sound of urban tone in this country. We all danced to it. Let's not lie. Even me, I did Kishash Kwa Bash. I'm not going to lie. I did the dance. Now, the problem is years after, this is like 2, 3, 4 years after the song was released and it's trended and it has garnered, I think, what, 8 million views on YouTube. Kanzu, who is the producer of the song, has come up and he said, look, I don't want to put shade on Lil Maina. I don't want to make him look bad. I don't want to say anything that makes it look like I have any issues with him. But honestly, he advises people, producers, make sure you have your papers in check. Make sure you have your documentation in check, because he says, according to him, he has never received any royalties from that song's release. And obviously we're all like, wait, that song released what, 3, 4 years ago, and you're saying you've not received any benefit from it, you've not been paid for the song? And obviously this led to a lot of controversial conversations between a lot of people saying, how is it making sense? And obviously when this was brought back to Mr. Lil Maina, he said this. He said the most interesting thing, because he said, we did a song together, we were both upcoming artists, and we never talked about splitting it, right? We both knew about it. It was just that we didn't want to do that. And you know what? And you know that, sorry. But now you're coming up and you're talking about splits. So essentially, Kanzu, who is the producer of the song, claims that he was supposed to have gotten some royalties from the split because of the views on YouTube. But Lil Maina is like, dude, we never spoke about any split. We didn't have a split sheet. We didn't have any documentation that pertained to us having any revenue distributed between us. So what is this you're talking about? He went so far as to say that the only thing that you've spoken to me about this song since we did it, what, 4 years ago, is that you wanted to drop some bars on the song. And I actually quote, he said, he took a screenshot of the conversation that he had with Kanzu, wherein the only thing Kanzu said, this is in 2022, January 23rd, where he said, yo, bro, I'm seeing that it would be smart for me to drop a version, the version of Kishash with my verse myself. Kishash remix, yani. Probably in the next 2 weeks or in the next 1 week. I want to start creating more fans from that jam so that I can drop something in April. And he says that's the only thing that he actually spoke about when it came to the song. Nothing about the splitting of the revenue, nothing about anything else than him wanting to drop a verse so he can create another project in April. He went on to say, Lil Maina went on to say, so tell me, is it envy? Is it a cry for help? Quit feeling bad about it. We were both upcoming. Don't get mad because I surpassed you. Be grateful. He even went so far as to say, tell everyone the truth. Every job you did, I made sure, every job we did, I made sure I paid. Facts. Stop lying on the internet. He even said that they had done another song together, and unfortunately, this Kanzu guy hasn't said anything about it, because obviously the song didn't trend. So Lil Maina says, look, don't be jealous, don't be petty, don't be greedy, because we had no conversation about splitting the revenue. Instead, we all were upcoming artists. We were just working on a project. This one just ended up blowing up. So relax and enjoy the fame. Now, obviously, it's very controversial, because if you really think about it, if it's 2 upcoming artists and they're both working on a jam, there is no guarantee that that song is going to trend, is there? Nope. But if a song does trend, if you have your paperwork in place, if you have a split sheet of revenue in place, then you're able to get these revenues without having to chase or follow people, or what Kanzu did, feel bad because you didn't put these strategies in place before you released the song. Ultimately, Lil Maina owes you nothing. If y'all had no agreement, you had no agreement. He's not supposed to feel bad for you now and be like, oh my God, yeah, you gave me this song, let's now give you, 20% or 30%. Nope. If he decides to do it, then he can, but he doesn't have to, because it wasn't part of the agreement. So ultimately, yes, Kanzu is telling you the truth. Please make sure you have this paperwork in place in case the song blows up. If it doesn't, it's all good. You still had a fair shot in creating a project.